Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we're back. This just got dropped. So after World Edition, we're going to do Mysteries of the Past. I'm going to have a whole video on specifically that, asking you guys questions, getting your guys' responses, but hey, Season 4 is coming up in November. Ace, this murder case started with a literal bang, and it's been keeping us on our toes. The victim, Sandy Turner, was the head of the USA movement, which advocates keeping the US in the Unified Nations. There's an ongoing debate about this. We suspected Sandy's political stance was likely murder motive, but now that the personal grudges have come to light, either way, there's been no sign of Sombra, which... Yep, so we listened to this. Doing Sombra, Jack, are you completely... Wait a second. Jack Percival Archer, are you high? You stink of weed. High? Me? No. Jack, you're a police officer. What were you thinking? Go to the lockup and don't come back until you're sober. You're right, Ace. Weeds figured heavily in our case, even without Jack, but with the killer being a smoker and the victim having ties to a smokehouse. So we're under pressure to solve this case, and we need more leads. I agree. We should go back to the grow house. So Mysteries of the Past. I'll talk a little bit more about that. See if I can get any more information. But I am super excited for that. You know what would be cool? And if anyone from Pretty Simple is watching this, I would love to be able to do like an interview with you guys. Even if it's just like an audio interview, I think it'd be really cool. If we were gonna do that, I would want you guys to write down like questions you had for them. So, like one of my questions would be like, well, who's the hardest person to write out, you know, to kill off? Like, to me, that would be a really good question. You know, who's been your favorite character in Grimsboro, you know, Pacific Bay, World Edition? You know, what's the best feedback you've gotten and stuff like that. Ace, this box is full of USA merchandise. What's it doing here? We better look through it, though. And it's interesting to find a US name badge among all the USA paraphernalia here. Let's dust it for prints. As for that torn paper, you know what to do with it. Ace, I feel like we're on the right track to solving this murder. Let's get to it. Me too. These fingerprints alive. See who's opposed to the victim's political ideas, Ace. How much you want to bet is the guy who's funding him? Alright, so this is going to give us some clues. You know, Elray just said that his successor was someone that we've already met. My guess is we're going to stick to World Edition to somebody that we've already met. I'd be curious if it was a Saul, honestly. Ace, every piece of the merchandise in that box was stamped with the USA logo, and that of Hunter McFarlane's grow house. Their partnership really was going strong. At least until Sandy sent this note to McFarlane. I obviously cannot endorse these products. I wonder if the weed leaf had something to do with it. I agree, Ace. Seems like Hunter still has things to tell us. Let's pay him a visit. Oh, Sarah Bennett, wow. Well, Ace, this document is stamped with the logo of the Vice President's office. Reads, Mr. Turner, I received your demand to provide you with federal security forces for your personal protection. This is a request my office cannot fulfill. Considering the death threats he was apparently receiving, it's not surprising Sandy felt the need for more security. Maybe we wouldn't be investigating his murder if the BP had agreed. But I do agree, Ace. It's time we have another chat with Vice President Bennett. Mr. McFarlane, why did Sandy refuse to put your logo on the campaign merchandise? That must have made you angry. Oh, you found the message. I knew I should have trashed that box. Can you believe the nerve? I gave so much money to Sandy's movement, and he wouldn't put my logo on his merchandise because it might scare his supporters. What did he take me for, a criminal? I'm an honest entrepreneur selling medical-grade cannabis. I help people. Sandy should understand that. I spent all my money sponsoring that two-faced liar. I'm so broke I've got to eat quinoa for dinner every day, and all for nothing. Well, I hope that you didn't take his life as payment, Mr. McFarland, or Signature Brace will send you straight to prison. I will. Well, actually the judge will, but... Madam Vice President, sorry to bother you again. Could you elucidate something for us? Anything I can do to help, Signature Brace? We were wondering why you refused Sandy Turner's request for extra security. My apologies, Signature Brace. I should have mentioned it before, but it totally slipped my mind. Mr. Turner asked me for the impossible. He wanted federal protection detail, asked for his personal use, but I couldn't spend public funds on protecting the U.S. state leader without looking as if I was playing favorites. I invited his campaign manager to talk about our security measures over a bowl of quinoa, but that was the most I could do. Sorry I can't tell you more, Signature Brace. I have to go now. I have a tight schedule. Good luck with your investigation. My thing is more along the lines of thinking it might be a Saul, just because she's been with us for like ever. Anyways, guys, 9 hours. I'm gonna grab some stars. I'll be right back. This is Pachinius88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pachinius88, we are back. Let's finish this off. And yes, it's called Mystery of the Past. So I showed at the beginning of this video, it's gonna be epic. Hey, is it true that Jack got high as a kite and said he joined Sombra? Man, I'm never letting him live this down. Don't remind me, I swear, of all the irresponsible things to say and do. Anyway, did you find out who those fingerprints were on the US name badge? Well, piece of cake. The fingerprints matched one Terrence Williams. Oh, so Terrence supports the US NA. He went to US Stay Rally for his political class, but he clearly didn't embrace the victim's beliefs. Ace, let's have another word with Terrence. That definitely makes more sense. Hey, Mr. Williams, would you care to explain why you... Just a second, dude. Mind if I finish my quinoa salad first? I'm like running real late for the electronics club meeting. Your club can wait, Mr. Williams. You failed to tell us that you're a US NA supporter, meaning you oppose Sandy Turner's ideas. Oh man, I knew that badge would get me in trouble. I must have dropped it when I went to the grow house. Anyways, but, like, come on. Turner's ideas were stupid. Staying in the Unified Nations, believing in the world? I'm too busy believing in my student debt. It's clear the current system is broken. At least the US NA people are honest. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Power, not friendship, rules the world. Wow, well that's a cynical view to take, Mr. Williams. If you kill Mr. Turner because you disagreed with his ideas, you'll be writing your thesis in your prison cell. Should we ask every person that's like in early 20s, like, are you an orphan? Or is that inappropriate? Anyways, Ace, we're so close to Sandy's killer, but we're still missing some crucial pieces of evidence. Ace, I have some sad news from the hospital. Sandy Turner's driver died of his wounds. Power home. Poor guy, that's not the victim of the killer, and they're still on the loose. Before he passed away, James' last words were for you. He said, "The pen rally." I really don't know what he was trying to say. You must have been talking about the explosive tie pin the killer placed on Sandy. We need to go back to the rally site now. Oh, you mean we gotta go back to, Oh, it's not the murder site, that's right. But the rally site for sure. I do have some moderators that delete some of the comments, but sometimes we can't catch them all. I would suggest watching the whole video and then... Oh. So they switched it on him. Interesting. Well, this must have been Sandy's original tie pin, the one the killer replaced with their explosive device. The blood cannot be the victim's, which means the killer probably cut themselves when doing the swap. Take a sample of the blood, Ace. Look at those latex gloves. They're clearly they don't belong here. Better collect some of those crystals from them quickly. They cut
cut themselves. They had to have known. Let's type in, we'll break the case, Ace. Let's get that blood to Lars. Only 9 hours. Interesting. Alright, so what's our 15-hour one? Oh, we're just gonna vacuum it up. I'm not so sure what those crystals you found in the gloves are, Ace, but I'm sure Lars will know. Alright guys, I will wrap this up, try and grab some stars, and see you guys in a little bit. This has been Pitching Ace 8. Au revoir.
Alright folks, it's Pitching Ace 88, and we're back with the baby. With no baby Ace. We're up at 4 o'clock this morning. 4:30? Yes? It's like 5 o'clock right now. And he is wide awake. Yes, Mama is sleeping. At least she's trying while we watch you. But let's make sure we record. Hey Ace, I've heard Sandy's driver died of his injuries, so the killer got 2 people's blood on his hands. But this tie pin is proof that a small injury can prove just as fatal as a big one. Certainly fatal enough to bring down your killer. Wait, you mean you got something from the killer's blood on the pin? Get to the point, Lars. It was just a tiny sample, so I couldn't get very far with it. Yet I can tell you the killer's blood type is A negative. Ace, I can't wait to see the face of our cold-blooded killer when we tell them they've been betrayed by their own blood. By their own blood. Hey, your hair? Daddy's hair isn't as bad. Let's mess Daddy's hair up. So, there we go. Then I can be somewhat as crazy as your hair. Whoa! Whoa! Hey, Mr. Wiggle Wobbles. Hey, Mr. Wiggle Wobbles. We're trying to arrest the killer here. Hey. Hey, Ace. Knock, knock. Lars, we got a case to solve, remember? But, fine, who's there? Your ex. Wait, what? Who? Wait, Lars, this is embarrassing. Your explosion has been caused by the white crystals you picked up on the latex gloves. Get it, Ace? Your explosion. Anyway, these crystals are RDX, which Jonah confirms is the explosive substance used in your murder weapon. Oh, so these gloves belong to the killer. What else did you find? There was another element mixed with the RDX. At first I thought it was part of the explosive, but it turned out to just be some regular fluid for cleaning glasses. So our killers wear glasses. Well, Ace, I assure you they will end up in jail, so they won't see it coming. That's right. That's right. Ace, we have everything we need to arrest Sandy Turner's killer. Let's do this. Yeah. You're so serious. Is it because you woke up so early? I still think it's her. Let's see if it is. It's not. It's Terrence Williams. Interesting. I didn't get it. I didn't guess it was him. I thought it was a scorn lover. My bad. I mean, that usually is 50% of the time. Hey, Terrence Williams, you're under arrest for the premeditated murder of Sandy Turner. You got the wrong guy, Signature Brace. I'm a student. I don't kill people. I read books. Yeah, and I bet you smoke weed at the same time, just like when you were crafting the detonator that triggered Sandy Turner's explosive pin. What detonator? I don't know what you mean, man. Don't play dumb. We found your blueprints. You left quinoa all over them. And everyone here hates quinoa. It's cheap and healthy. Doesn't make me a killer. No, but your blood does. You left some of Sandy's tie pin when you made the switch to the murder weapon. The game is over, Terrence. Fine, you got me, but I needed money. You don't know what it is to be a student nowadays. It's just not the student loans. There's rent, food, books. Yeah, most students get jobs, put themselves through college. They don't resort to murder. Well, they paid well. And I didn't mind cleaning this country from the plague that was Sandy Turner. Wait, they? Somebody paid you to do this? I don't know, and I don't care. They say they were from the USA movement. That's how they got my email address. I can't read when you click past it, you silly. Someone sends you an email asking you to kill someone and you do it without question. They gave me a ton of money to kill Sandy and promised more when the job was done. That's all I needed to know. But there's something else you need to know. You're under arrest. Dummy. Terrence Williams, you stand accused of the murder of Sandy Turner. How do you plead? Guilty, Your Honor, but I don't regret it. This man was a political gangrene on our society. There are many ways to support your country, Mr. Williams, but killing someone is not one of them. Therefore, this court sentences you to 30 years in prison. Hey, you realize you wouldn't be yawning if you woke up so early? Just heads up. You're just like Sandy Turner, ruining this country by making the wrong decisions. Weird. Hey, so the older I get, the less I understand this world. Since when do students kill people for money? And you're right, Sandy's murder may be solved, but some elements in this case are still shady. We don't know who paid Terrence to kill Sandy and why. Terrence only knows that they had something to do with the USA. This doesn't sound good at all. Whatever's behind the strike between the USA and USA, we need to find out, and quickly. Go Bye. Don't get to say bye-bye. Say bye-bye, see ya. Pigeon Games 88. Over and out.